Hi everybody, this is Jeremy Williamson with McInnes Realty, just for another stop in the New Carlisle Community Series. And I have the opportunity to talk with Steven today with BlackTree Studios and the Potter's wife. He can explain a little bit better of kind of how those two fit in, but just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity to just chat with you today. And again, continue the efforts of just sharing with everyone what's amazing about New Carlisle. So I wanted to make sure people got a chance to learn a little bit more about Steven and just BlackTree Studios. So Steven, if you wanted to introduce yourself and just kind of tell a little bit about what you do.
My name is Steven Skinner of BlackTree Studio Pottery. I make pottery in New Carlisle, live in New Carlisle or outside of New Carlisle. My wife runs the business because she's better at it than I am. and she's known as the Potter's wife, like here at Feeney's in New Carlisle. So I make the pottery, she kind of tells me what to do.
Yeah. Well, and your location, so I mean, you were sharing with me a little bit about where you do it all on site at your home, and then you bring a lot of the products here, and you hopefully can see behind us that we got quite a bit of his work, and we were talking about just a large part of what you do is just your organic decision of what you want to make, and then it falls in line with a lot of just kind of, it strikes a chord with what people would like to buy. So it definitely does well where you don't have to say, hey, what do you want? You're making all of these amazing things, and then it's obviously flying off the shelf. So,
well, flying off the shelf, we hope. I am very fortunate that I've made pottery that people do like, and it's stuff that I like to make. So the two go hand in hand, and we keep moving it, and we're doing okay.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, even from your experience standpoint, you and your wife, you said you worked at the Field Museum, if I have that right.
We both worked at the Field Museum in exhibits department.
Yeah. So, I mean, a large part of what you do, and even on the weekends with the shows that you go to, it just goes hand in hand as far as just both your skills and what you do, along with just how do you adapt that to present that well for people to want to buy it. So
we're both trained artists. We both went to the School of the Art Institute in Chicago. Louise was a painter, a photographer. I was a painter. And then after several years, we both kind of changed our profession later in life. I became a potter.
Yeah.
I've always been a very hands-on kind of guy, and pottery kind of fit that bill, and I found out I loved it, and it's kind of working.
Yeah. Well, and obviously what you do is such an amazing skill. I remember doing that, and I think it was junior high. And obviously it was part of art class, and that was just so difficult. And there was one little thing that somewhat resembled a bowl. So what he has behind us is amazing, and way better than anything I could even try to make. So you're located in Feeney's store downtown in New Carlisle. So if you want to tell us, I mean, from the standpoint of your exposure, you were in different places, but this was the best fit, at least right now, this kind of location for you.
It's downtown New Carlisle, and it's easy to find. We're inside a great store, Feeney's Hometown Goods. Marcy owns the store, and she had a collection of local artisans where she sells her work. And we love being here. We had a little store here, a storefront a few years ago, and because we traveled so much to shows around the country, we would be gone for weekends, and people would come by and say, we went to your store, but where were you? So it was great. We moved out of that store and moved into Feeney's Hometown Goods, and it's been great for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've enjoyed getting the chance to chat with you and just learn more about what you do. And I mean, I hope that more persons would take the opportunity to come on down. So from the standpoint of who all's in this building, there's about 90 to 100 different vendors that make up what Feeney's is. So there's a lot of eclectic, amazing things in here.
Beautiful stuff.
Absolutely. So would love for you to take a chance to come down and see Steven's work, because it's absolutely beautiful. And you'll be able to get a first-hand experience of what you see, and hopefully come down here and buy something.
Stop on by.
Yeah, so this is your job at this point, just your action item. So like I say, share this with your friends, spread the word. Would love for Steven to have the opportunity to see more smiling faces down here in New Carlisle.
Yeah, that's great.
And just to share more about what makes this place great. So again, I want to say thank you for just taking a few minutes to watch the video with us here, and just coming to really see what's all about what makes New Carlisle wonderful. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks a lot.